what version of you is showing up? This is something that happens to everybody, regardless of trauma. But again, because trauma is kind of my speciality, it happens especially in people with trauma. We create different versions of ourselves that show up in different situations that we initially incorporated or developed as survival mechanisms, and then now we use them as coping mechanisms. But whether we think we're just coping or not, we are living from that trauma place where it really is a survival instinct. So part of the confusion that happens for us and for others is when we don't know what version of ourselves is necessarily going to show up in a situation. Is it going to be the happy, make fun of everything is fine kind of thing? Is it the person who's going to please and sort and fix everything even at their own expense and at their own peace of mind? There are any number of us's that show up based on the situation that is happening around us, but also based on just where we happen to be emotionally in a particular place and time. Now, this is where the practice and the purpose of authenticity comes in, because you're going to find yourself a lot less stressed if you know who is going to be showing up in situations, if you know how you're going to show up in situations. This also causes much less problems with people who we have relationship challenges with, because often they don't know who's going to show up and be there and who they're going to be dealing with. And oftentimes they're dealing with the same thing. So they don't really know, who am I going to be in this situation? How am I going to handle this? What part of me is going to be allowed to be dominant or take control in any given time? And so authenticity and the practice of authenticity, my dogs are being very authentic right now, is really what we want to get to. And the only way to get to that is to work through our trauma, know what our patterns are, but more importantly, and listen to this is the most important thing, to connect and reintegrate with the parts of you that are really you, that are your gloriousness, that are your specialness, that are your challenges, that are all of you, to integrate and living from the place of authenticity, so you know how you're going to show up in any situation, and other people do as well, and it is life-changing. I encourage you to do what you need to do to step into the process of your own authentic self. And as always, I offer my services to coach you into that place of healing and knowing. And authenticity, you will find, will solve so much of your stress and anxiety. And knowing yourself and allowing other people to know you, and not hiding behind these barriers. And that allows other people to remove their barriers as well. And that's when beautiful relationships happen. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.